On May 13, 2025, officers responded to Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport after receiving reports of a man attempting to breach a jet bridge.
What
was he doing? He tried to breach the jetway like twice.
What's wrong?
The tall guy.
Drunk?
I don't know.
Yes, go ahead. What's going on? What happened?
I'm trying to catch my flight.
What flight you got? Let's see.
I'm flying with
So you were
JetBlue.
supposed to fly that. What time is your flight?
JetBlue.
What time is the flight?
Are you
What?
were you drinking or are you taking something? Well, you was actually everybody said you were jumping and you was all over the sleep deprivation.
Huh?
Sleep deprivation. You said sleeping?
Say one. Hey, what happened to this boy? What's going on?
So he boarded the flight. So he scanned and you walked down the jet bridge. After the jet bridge, he just turned around and walked off. So I'm trying to get his attention to like what's going on. He doesn't answer nothing. I'm down the jet bridge because I'm tagging bags and over the flight. She's up here. You walk straight past her. So she's trying to get his attention, like, sir, like, what's going on? He doesn't answer. So she's able to tell you more about what happened at the front. So I don't know what's
So the flight left already?
Yeah, the flight already gone. So he didn't say anything. Halfway through in the jet bridge, he just turned around and walked off. So I'm trying to get attention, like, yo, what's going on? He doesn't answer anybody and just walks off. So she was up front, so she able to tell you that.
What is what? Hey, what's going on?
First, he walked off the jet bridge. They were trying to get his name. He wasn't replying. He wasn't replying. And then when he got to the top, I kind of had to like go in front of him, like, sir, what's your name? What's your name? And he's like, Vito. I don't know if that, like, it's, he said it in Spanish. And then I got his seat number. He said 13. And I'm like, okay. I looked him up. I saw Vito. It was 31F. He was gone already, and then he comes back when he was on the desk, and then he was trying to get on the aircraft. He tried to run me over, and like, he went like this. He was ready, and I'm like, that's the day. Then he goes and he backed down, and he left again. He threw himself on the ground, threw his jacket off, and then he came back again. He tried to open the doors, both doors. He couldn't open the doors. That's why the alarms went off. And then after that, wait, is he backwards? But he's like sweating a lot too.
Yeah, maybe he's 5 minutes. Alright, let me ask you a question. Are you okay? Have you been drinking?
No.
Are you on any medication or anything?
No, sir.
Is there a reason why you were acting like that at the gate?
No, sir.
Alright, so just so you know, the flight's already left.
Okay.
So what do you need to do right now? We're going to walk you outside.
Another flight, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. All right, then we're going to walk you outside of that.
Alright, come on, let's
The airport. The flight's gone.
That's not what?
I appreciate it.
Let's go.
Appreciate your hard work.
It's alright, man. Let's go. If you're not okay to fly, it's better you go find somewhere and whatever you want. I'm not saying because. Huh? Yeah. So yeah, book another flight for another day. Yeah, because it's not gonna work out for today. So because if you do come back again and you start acting up like that, you're gonna end up in jail.
Understood.
I'm telling you that one.
On May 13th, 2025, Broward Sheriff's Office deputies responded to Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport after reports of a man attempting to breach a jet bridge. What began as an apparent missed flight meltdown quickly escalated into erratic behavior and attempted reboarding and physical resistance. The passenger, who identified himself, signed only as Vital, and was booked in seat 31F, was ultimately charged with disorderly conduct and resisting an officer without violence. This body cam footage raises important questions about mental health crises in secure airport zones, the Baker Act, and use of force.
Take the bag off.
We're going to take the bag off.
Hold this.
Put your hands behind your back for right now.
Place your hand behind your back.
Right now, put your hands behind your back. You're being detained while we investigate something. We got additional information. Do you understand? We have additional information about what occurred.
I'm going to explain to you. The way you was acting at the gate over there, you started walking halfway through, and next thing you know, you pull yourself out. This is not a normal behavior. Why now? What we're gonna do is you're not being arrested. Let me listen to me. Let me explain to you. You're not being arrested. You're gonna be very active. You're gonna be transported to the hospital where you can see the psychiatrist.
Because the hospital. I need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, that's what
we're doing. You get some help.
We're going to the hospital. Relax.
Because you're going to the hospital to get some help.
Yeah, that's where you're going. We're going to the hospital. That's fine. We're going to take you to the hospital. That's where you're going. Alright? That's fine. It's fine. That's where you're going. You're not being arrested. Just relax.
Hey, stop that, buddy.
Relax. Hey. Alright, get down.
Get on the ground. Por favor. Stop, buddy. Stop. Buddy. Stop. Yo.
Get it down here. Get it Marquino down here.
Mira. Que no pueden hacer esto. No pueden hacer esto. What are you doing?
Let's sit him down.
What are you doing?
Fist off is fine.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Just relax, dude. Relax. Alright, sit up. Alright. If you're gonna sit up, sit like that. Relax. Just sit down like that. Relax.
Excuse me. Oh, my phone. It's a phone. It's a phone. Let go of it. Please, let me have my phone.
No.
Let me have my phone.
Buddy.
Let me have my phone. Get him in the unit. Oh my God, Joe, hey, stop. Stop. Why are you doing this to me?
Relax.
Listen
Why
to
are you
me.
doing this to
Listen to me. Stop talking
Why are
for
you
a second.
doing this to me?
Shut up. Stop being difficult. It's gonna be worse for you. Stop being difficult. Stop moving. Stop moving. I don't need to hear you right now. Just shut up for 2 seconds.
Yes.
Stop moving. Okay? I don't need you to reach in your freaking pockets to get a phone. You'll have enough time to do that. Do you understand me? Look at me. Stop acting like a knucklehead.
Understood.
Listen to these deputies' instructions. Okay?
I'm listening,
It's
sir.
not time for you
Sir,
to start
I'm
being
listening.
ridiculous.
Sir, I'm listening.
Okay. Don't move.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay, then stay right there.
Sure.
We're gonna put you in shackles now.
Deputies arrived to find the passenger had already boarded, scanned his ticket, walked down the jet bridge, then abruptly turned around and exited without explanation. Gate agents attempted to get his attention. He provided his seat number and a name, Vital, Aja, but refused further answers. When he returned and tried to force his way back onto the aircraft, alarms sounded. This behavior in a secure airport area created immediate safety concerns. Officers engaged the passenger calmly. He denies alcohol or medication. Deputies explain the flight has already left and state their intent to transport him to the hospital for evaluation. Under Florida's Baker Act Section 394.463, law enforcement may take a person into custody for involuntary examination if they reasonably believe the individual is mentally ill and poses a risk of harm to self or others. The passenger's erratic movements, refusal to communicate, and attempts to breach secured doors provided deputies with articulable facts supporting this welfare-based detention. The situation changes rapidly. As deputies attempt to detain him for hospital transport, the passenger begins pulling away. Officers order him to place his hands behind his back. He is told he is not under arrest, but being transported for help. Under Graham versus Connor, the Supreme Court's 1989 decision, the reasonableness of any force used must be judged from the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene, not with hindsight. Deputies use soft, empty hand control to bring the passenger to the ground. He continues to resist by pulling away and flexing. Multiple officers assist to gain control. Once secured, they search for weapons. Standard procedure. The passenger repeatedly demands his phone and passport. Officers maintain professional tone despite the resistance. With the passenger secured in the patrol vehicle, deputies have now developed probable cause for arrest. His earlier attempts to breach the jet bridge doors, combined with active resistance during a lawful Baker Act detention, satisfy the elements of disorderly conduct under Section 877.03 and resisting an officer without violence under Section 843.02. Both are misdemeanors. The passenger is transported. Throughout the encounter, deputies repeatedly explained the situation and offered calm instructions. No strikes, tasers, or higher levels of force were used. This remained within the lower end of the use of force continuum. Here, the passenger actively pulls away as deputies attempt to secure his arms. Under Graham versus Connor, this resistance justified the controlled takedown. The officers maintained cover and used only necessary force to overcome the opposition. No excessive force is apparent.
2 Bravo 5 and 2 Bravo 7, can you copy 849 audible?
Mine is upstairs.
Hey.
Relax.
Stop, buddy.
What are you doing?
You're gonna get yourself.
3 Delta 50. Go ahead.
We're searching you. We need to
Here,
make sure
Mark,
we
Mark,
have nothing. We don't. Do you think we're gonna believe you? We need to make sure. Oh, thank you so much for letting us know. You still have to check. It's your job.
I don't have any weapons.
Okay, great. Thank you for letting us know.
Door 313.
Stop flexing. Stop flexing. It's only gonna get worse. If you
Delta 24.
pull away again, it's gonna get worse.
Whatever
I'm not
unit's
trying
coming
to
down
pull
here,
away.
step it up.
I'm not pulling
Copy,
away.
3 Bravo
Stop
30.
flexing. You're good.
I'm
Relax.
not pulling away. Can somebody please help? Call help. Somebody record this. Can somebody please record this?
30 times.
Can somebody please record this? Record this, please. Record this, please.
Each car from any
Don't
Hello.
worry. We're recording. You're on camera right now. Everybody here is recording. Don't worry about it. We have plenty of video footage of you.
My car's up on level. I'm
Right
coming
here.
around.
My camera is recording you.
There ain't a unit at lower level that can respond. 3 Bravo 42. Can you copy?
I'm not flexing.
Alright, are we done searching or not
Can
yet?
somebody please record this? Can somebody
Delta
please
24.
record
Unit,
this?
unit.
Please record this. Please record this.
Let them like.
Please record this.
Copy. 3 Bravo
Please
10.
record
Move
this.
again and you're
Bravo
gonna
2048.
Somebody
break your
please
wrist.
record this.
Yeah.
I respect you guys.
Come on.
Guys,
Let's get him up.
I respect you guys. But I need you guys to please, treat me like a human being.
Go in the car.
Get in there.
Go in the car. You'll get it.
Get in there.
Please, my ID,
Well,
my
man, get in there.
passport and my ID.
We'll give them to you later. Come on, get in
Right
there.
there. They're right there.
Get in there, man.
They're right there. They're right there. You're gonna get on your property.
Search him one more time.
You're gonna get everything. Can they please have my passport? Can they please have my passport? Stop.
Stop. I already told you you're gonna have.
Can they please have my passport? Can I please have my passport?
There's nothing in this pocket.
I don't have anything, guys. I don't
Get in
have
there,
anything.
please. Sit in there.
I don't have anything.
Close the door. Oh my God.
You're gonna have to go in the car. Now you want to push it.
Hold his upper body. I'm gonna grab his legs. Hold his upper body. Hold his upper body. You got it? I got him.
732 has taken force from control drive to vehicle device.
Guys,
Get in there.
You got the upper body. Grab him. You're not gonna pull him.
Yeah, that's it.
He was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting an officer without violence. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Florida courts have long held that mere refusal to answer questions or verbal disagreement does not constitute resisting. However, physical pulling away after a lawful order does. The Baker Act provided the legal basis for the initial seizure. Deputies correctly shifted from welfare transport to arrest only after active resistance occurred. At the time of this analysis, no further court outcomes are publicly available. Minor misdemeanor charges of this nature frequently resolve with plea deals, diversion, or dismissal, especially when mental health factors are present. Several key lessons emerge from this incident. First, in a high-security airport environment, any unusual or erratic behavior, even if caused by stress, mental health issues, or misunderstanding, can very quickly be perceived as a security threat. Second, for the traveling public, complying with airport staff and law enforcement instructions from the very beginning usually prevents unnecessary escalation. Third, for officers, early recognition of possible mental health crises and appropriate use of the Baker Act can often de-escalate situations and avoid higher levels of force. Finally, clearly documenting the specific Baker Act criteria on body camera early in the encounter improves transparency, strengthens legal justification, and better protects both the individual and the agency if complaints or litigation arise later. The Broward Sheriff's Office deputies receive a B because they correctly identified a mental health crisis attempted
de-escalation, and properly invoked the Baker Act before any force was used. Their communication remained professional, and they limited force to what was necessary to overcome resistance. However, the initial detention, while ultimately justified, could have included clearer articulation of the Baker Act criteria on camera for stronger documentation. The passenger receives a C- because his initial erratic behavior created the public safety concern at a secure airport gate. While he denied substances and medication, his repeated attempts to breach doors and subsequent physical resistance to lawful commands escalated a welfare situation into criminal charges. He did not violently assault officers, which prevented higher charges. The Broward Sheriff's Office overall receives a B-. Their policy appears to align with best practices for mental health encounters, though Bodycam documentation of Baker Act criteria could be strengthened. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Audit the Court, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.